Welcome back to my channel. Today we start mini-series From Fear to Threats, where I share my journey, how I've been slowly overcoming the fear of being seen and lots of shame. You see, I believe that everything starts in early childhood. We get this program, a certain set of skills, knowledge, and unless you take the time to try and understand it, it will run your life. At least it did mine for quite some time. And so this is a story about a girl who used to believe many funny things about herself and how she has been unlearning a lot of it. And before I dive into all the things that have helped me, I would like to dedicate this episode to this little girl. I was born into a big family, 10 kids. I'm the kid number 7. I remember my mom being a very hardworking woman. Now, my dad, on the other hand, I remember him through the lens of alcohol for most of my childhood. I remember him coming home, the dishes would be flying, there would be lots of shouting, and unfortunately, sometimes he could be violent too. From there, I remember shame being handed to me. You see, as a kid, I used to wet the bed, and unfortunately, no one stopped and asked what it is that's going on with her, and maybe there is something we can do to help her. I had a very opposite reaction to it. I was yelled at, I was shamed, and I was humiliated. I remember that in that moment, I felt like I need to disappear. I don't want to be seen. And I feel like a part of me did. I put together for myself was that attention means bad. Attention means bad consequences. It means fear. It means shame. And that if I want to survive, I need to stay small. I need to stay hidden. And so when it was time to go to school, of course, all that came with me. And even though I tried really hard to succeed in school, I'd say that I struggled quite a bit. I realized it had a lot to do with my nervous system because now when I look back, I can clearly see how even though I might be sitting at the table trying to read, as I'm reading, my brain, my awareness would be scanning for threats. Like I was expecting impact. Someone is about to come, say something bad or mean, or I'm just doing something wrong. And yes, I still made friends, and I remember I tried acting and I took a part in singing in choir. Like there were many things that I did, but now I realize that I didn't really enjoy those things because I always had that filter on that I was just bracing for something bad to happen and I wasn't feeling safe. Once I was finished with school, I would still carry all that program with me because I didn't know yet that something else was possible. And I would bring it with me everywhere, like a luggage that you just roll around with you. And because of that, I did end up in many situations where honestly I didn't want to be in, but I was scared to say no. I was scared to upset my friends or someone I knew because me upsetting someone meant that I'm gonna feel rejection. I'm gonna feel that emotion that someone is not happy with what I've said or what I've done. And that scared me like a lot. Like using my voice to say no or no, I don't like it. It seemed impossible because of that fear of rejection. And also because I had hidden that voice far away. I had locked it away so it wouldn't get me in trouble. Now you might ask, Mara, did you have any good memories? Like, was there anything nice in your life, in your childhood? And I'm happy to say that yes, there was. I remember Christmas being my favorite time. I loved my older sisters coming home, thus cooking food from scratch and It was just so very yummy, just stuffing my face. And then we would do the presents, and it was just really good time. It's just that if you take a scale and on one side you have this heavy stuff that happened, and then on the other side you have that light stuff, the bright stuff, the happy stuff, then in my experience, in my story, the heavy stuff wins. And I truly believe that the heavy stuff is going to stay with me for the rest of my life, that there's just who I am. But life intervened. And next thing you know, I'm in my early 20s. It feels like my life is just falling apart. You might call it like a tower moment. It's just collapsing, right? And then all of a sudden, there is this new possibility. Wow, there's more than just one program. There's hundreds of programs, there's thousands of programs to choose from. And all of a sudden, there's this glimmer of hope that I can feel better in my own skin. And so, in the next episode, I will share about Louise L. Hay and how her wisdom cracked my world open. And if you would like to hear more about my story, then subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.